Hey, I'm Tom from the U.S. Executive Director from the One Campaign. I think for me it started back when I was working for the Episcopal Church up on Capitol Hill. The National Church had a little office, and we would try to take the issues important to the church and get them in front of the U.S. Congress and the administration. And I ended up talking to people from all over the world. Anglicans from all over Africa would come and visit with me and ask how the U.S. government can help, both with their challenges they faced in disease and extreme poverty, but also the opportunities that they wanted for their kids, education and healthcare, and building a better futures for themselves. And I would meet with priests and bishops who would say, you know, we're spending 7 days a week at funerals. We're putting people in the ground every day, every week because of HIV/AIDS. And that's when I realized it's going to be way beyond what the church can do, and the church has played an incredible role. It's going to be way beyond what individuals can do. This is going to require an emergency response from the richest country on the planet and from its government. And so that's when I started working through the church and with other NGOs and other churches to really raise our voices about the need for the U.S. government to do something amazing to confront this pandemic. And the hurdles were massive back then. Even the Millennium Development Goals set in 2000 said we're going to halt the spread of AIDS. Didn't even contemplate treating people with it. You talk with high government officials here in the U.S. and they'd say there's nothing we can do for Africans with HIV. The drugs are too complicated, it's too far away. They don't even have wristwatches to take this complicated drug regimens throughout the day. And back then, the drug regimens were complicated. But what's incredible is today, there are 8 million people in Africa who are on these life-saving medicines, on these high-tech drugs, even when we thought that that wasn't possible. Africans stood up and said, no, we can do it. And Americans on both sides of the aisle said, yep, we need to come together and make a difference in this incredible disease. So I don't know if this is the reason I got involved, but I know it's the reason that I've stayed involved. To be able to take high-tech drugs in the poorest parts of the world and to address a highly stigmatized disease is it proves to me that it's not a matter of whether we can solve these problems, it's a matter of whether we choose to. So that's why I'm in this, to end it.